got voiceover row today as I get ready for Halloween. And do go and check out Carrie Harling and Miss Vicky B for their Halloween tutorials videos as well. We're all getting dressed up. Woohoo! Bit of moisturiser. I use simple moisturiser because there's nothing horrible or icky in it that irritates my skin. And then because I've got these breakouts at the moment, I'm just popping on some witch-hazel, which I find just adds some antibacterial, and I mix that in with my moisturiser. Then I'm using Rimmel Match Perfection foundation in 010, which is Porcelain. It's the lightest one they do. And my Real Techniques blender brush. And I'm going to put that all over my face. When I'm not doing heavy makeup, I don't generally bother with foundation. I just put concealer on, but because I'm doing quite heavy makeup, I thought I'd put foundation on for a change and get rid of some of that redness in the middle of my face. Now I'm using some VO5 gel spray just to dampen my hair down and slick it back. And this is deliberately unwashed today because it's a bit easier to manage. Bit of hairspray around the hairline, slick that back. And we're going to put on a wig cap, which is basically like the foot end of a pair of tights. I learned how to do my wig caps from Vintage or Tacky, Cora. I will link to her video down below, so if you want to go and put your wig caps on with bobby pins, as you can see there. And then there's a second wig cap and a couple of U-shaped pins to secure it. Then you can go and watch her excellent tutorial. A little bit more hairspray. And the second net is going on. This is a bit wider net, it's more like fishnet. And it's less to keep your hair in place than it is to give a bit of grip to the wig itself. So I'm just popping that on and flattening it down at the top and then pinning it through so that all three layers, the two wig caps and my hair, are secure together. More hairspray. Right, now my foundation's dry, I'm going to dab on a bit of concealer, and you can see this foundation, once it's actually dried on your face, it goes a little bit more opaque, which is why I wait to put my concealer on. I'm using Collection 2000 concealer in the lightest one they've got, which is number 1 Fair. And blending that in with my blender sponge. Putting some powder over the top of that. I'm using my Rimmel Stay Matte in transparent. I can't find a powder that's actually light enough that doesn't make me look like a ghost. So I use clear powder and then I don't have a problem. And my big fluffy brush is from Bare Minerals. Now I'm going to contour my face with a bit of Sun Shimmer Rimmel bronzer in Sunlight, I believe. It's the lightest of 4. And this is just to help take the roundness off my face, that's all. Because I'm going to be wearing a wig, I want my face to look a little bit longer and thinner. So I'm putting some along my contours, my neck, my jawline. I'm going to use my Sleek makeup palette in Storm. And I'm going to use these bottom colours, the ruby red, the pink and the black. And I've got a Real Techniques set of brushes. This is just the basic essentials set. I recently got these and they have made a huge difference to how I do my makeup. I'm really enjoying using them. So I'm starting with the pale pink all over my eye and a bit further up than my crease. You can see I've got very heavy lids and a very low crease, so I always draw my crease a little bit further up than it actually is. Got some number 7 highlighter in Iridescent Opal, and I'm just going to use that shimmery, it's got a very metallic look to it. I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone. And I'm blending that out with a big fluffy brush. Now I'm going in, just doing a little bit of tidying up underneath. And I'm using a definition brush to put some dark red under the eyes and up into my wing. And I think I actually put some on the top lid as well, or I thought I had, but I can't find any footage that actually has that, which is a bit odd. And now I'm going to use the black mixed with the red to draw in my crease, a little bit higher up than it really is, and blending that in with a smaller brush this time, and then winging it out with a larger brush. Time to do something about those brows. Number 108 Rimmel Eyebrow Pencil, which I love because it's got this dinty little cap with a brush on it. And I'm just penciling in my eyebrows. Yes, my eyebrows really are that small and weird. I don't know why. I make up for it with being able to draw them back in. And now with an angle brush and a little bit of that matte black eyeshadow, I'm just going to go in and darken them up a little bit because the brown with a black wig is not going to be quite dark enough. If you're squeamish, look away now because I'm going to do my Kohl eyeliner, which comes in this stick. It's very popular with Indian girls, they use this a lot, and it's by far the quickest way to line both your waterlines at the same time. And then I've got my much used Rimmel Scandaleyes deep black eyeliner, which is wonderful, I love it. And I'm just putting that along my bottom waterline. And then because I'm going to wear false eyelashes, I'm actually going to smudge it across the top of my waterline as well. The eyelashes are the 116 Eyelure lengthening lashes. I have quite long, thick eyelashes anyway, so I don't tend to wear false eyelashes, but I thought I'd make an exception for today. So I've put the glue on one eyelash, and while I'm doing that, waiting for that to dry, using the torture device of curling eyelashes. And then we begin the fun that is getting them to stick. I seem to be the only person in the history of the world who doesn't need to trim eyelashes to get them to fit my eyes. They always seem to be too short for my eyes. It's very strange. But I like these, they're long enough without being overpowering. Now I'm using my Rimmel Scandaleyes thick and thin eyeliner, which has got like a calligraphy nib, and I'm just going over the pencil eyeliner and the edges of the eyelashes just to darken it up a bit, make it look a little bit more even, and to add a wing to the edges. I swear I'm not being sponsored by Rimmel. I just happen to like their products because they don't irritate my skin. Now I'm taking some of this gorgeous, gorgeous silver Bourgeois Ombré eyeshadow in silver. And I'm just popping that over the top of my lid because it's a very sheer colour, but it gives lots and lots and lots of sparkle. Not so much in the daylight, but when you've got light, artificial lights shining on you, it does show up quite nicely. Collection 2000 blush in 02 Bashful. This is a really nice pinky colour that just gives you a nice healthy glow. But I'm putting on quite a lot more than I would normally because I figure Little Red Riding Hood is a bit of more of an outdoorsy girl than I am. So I want to give her nice flushed cheeks like she's just coming out of the cold or something like that. And I'm blending that out into my powder and bronzer with my big fluffy brush. And adding some highlights with the opal eyeshadow I used earlier to my brow and cheeks. For my lips, I'm using 08 Burgundy lip pencil by NYX. I had already put some lip salve on when I washed my face earlier before I put my moisturiser on because I wanted my lips to be nice and soft because I'm going to wear dark red lipstick, and dark red lipstick looks horrible if your lips are dry. So I'm lining my lips and then filling them in roughly. Sorry about the palette mirror in the way there. Can't do this without a mirror. I like to fill it in roughly and then smudge it in with my finger because it becomes like a lip stain when it mixes with your lip salve, and that gives a much deeper colour. And then I'm using my new favourite lipstick. I love this. It's number 569 Snow White by NYX. It's the most gorgeous matte deep red colour. I love it. Putting that all over the top lip, and it's quite thick and pigmented, so I just smoosh it down onto the bottom lip and then tidy it up and smudge it in and do the finger pop thing so it's not on your teeth. Now that I've got the lipstick on, I decided my cheeks didn't look quite rosy enough, so I added just a smidge more blusher. And because the light was a bit funny, I had to keep putting my hand up to check that it was even, because the left side of my face was slightly more in light than the other side. So that's what I'm doing with my hands. It's very odd, but it works. Now for the fun part, get to put my wig on. I love this wig, it's so gorgeous. It's not real hair, it's 100% Japanese Kenkeilon, which feels like real hair. It acts like real hair. You can do everything with it that you can do with real hair, except get bleach near it. So for wigs, it's perfect, and it's so easy to look after. Really, really love it. Top tip if you're going to get a wig that you want to wear again and again that's quite decent quality, for goodness sake, take it to a hairdresser and get it trimmed up, because they're not made in, they're just made in a rough style. They're not styled, okay? They have a rough style and that's it. So you really need someone who knows what they're doing to go through with a razor, thin it out, lighten it up, trim it up, make sure it's all sitting correctly for the shape of your head. And obviously that will depend on how much hair you do or don't have under your wig cap. So everybody's going to be different. I'm just plaiting this down. I didn't want to wear it loose today, a bit too windy. And then I'm just pulling the plait sideways just to rough it up a bit. I want it to look a bit more kind of Red Riding Hood's been out walking in the woods than she just got up and did a video. And of course you can't be Red Riding Hood without a big fluffy cape. This is my polar fleece, and no, I did not buy it for this video. This is what I wear for the winter. I wear my leather jacket underneath and I put this over the top and it's all snuggly. So that's the finished look. Not quite as glittery as I would have liked, but I couldn't find red glitter. If you happen to know where I can get some red glitter, please let me know in the comments below so I can go and check it out and see if I can wear it. So who's going to be my big bad wolf? I tried to get Queen Gypsy LaFay to come and have her photo taken with me, but she really wasn't into it. She hates the camera. So Scooby loves the camera. He wanted to play. He's going to be my big bad wolfie. And Miss Maddie just wanted a belly rub, basically. Hope you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me and have enjoyed Vlogoween.